moving on. NASCAR's SVP of competition, Elton Sawyer, says their
SUP.
Did you just say sup?
I said SVP.
Sup?
SVP.
I said
Seriously,
SUP.
NASCAR's SVP of competition, Elton Sawyer, said there were a lot of things that we learned. I thought the way we executed getting the wets on, that worked out well. After the truck race started with wet weather tires, making it the first oval race to start with this tire compound. Spot on, spot off. Freddie, you clearly already have your hands up.
The only thing that was executed well was the guys actually putting the tires on the trucks. That was about it. Like, this was a joke. I don't know. I have so many thoughts about this. I have so many notes.
Start.
First of all, it worked out well because we ran wet weather tires on a dry racetrack. Like, what was going to go wrong there aside from the tires wearing out, which happened. The track was literally, I sent Brett a picture as we were going green. I would say the track was
Dry.
90% dry.
dry.
It probably would have took another 15, 20 minutes to just run a jet around there.
If we had a choice, I would have started on slicks.
Yeah. If they gave the teams a choice and told the drivers to go out there and check the track, what do you think you want to run tires, slicks, or they would all run slicks. Every one of them would have said, "Well, we're going to run the slicks." So this whole deal, I don't know. We talked about it here before. We looked like we had no idea what we were doing. Throw the wets on there. Okay, we run 20 laps. After about 5, the track was 100% dry, but we just ran 20, I guess probably to just say we did it. And then we throw a caution, come down pit road. Pit road's still soaking wet, so we have a non-competitive pit stop, which I think was right. Then we run another. I think by the time we were done with all that, there was 7 or 8 laps left in the stage. So we burned about 15 laps there somehow. Then we start to stage 2. The yellow comes out. We're starting stage 2. We run 16 laps under caution while we dry pit road.
That was bad as a viewer.
16 of 50. So we're just riding around, wasting time. Then it starts raining again. Thank God it stopped so we didn't have to come back the next day because we wasted so much time. Like, there's so many different alternatives to this. First of all, if we have wet weather tires, let's try running them in the wet. Like, a crazy idea. I don't know. Like, go out there, take 2 passes around the track with the Tundras, blow the standing water off, and let's go racing. Like, why are we drying the track 90% of the way and then saying, all right, let's fire these wets on here and have at it, boys? Like, what the hell are we doing? Like, we could have saved 30 minutes there, or we could have saved 30 minutes later if we just dry the track. Just take 10, 15 more minutes, a couple laps with the damn jets, dry the racetrack the rest of the way, and go green with the slicks and not have to worry about non-competitive. I think we were going to have non-competitive pit stops, and I think they should have. I think at the end of that stage, they should have said, okay, we just did this. We just had an entire race with non-competitive pit stops in Texas. They just, hey, here's the yellow. Guys, pit road is wet. It's unfair for some guys. Some guys' boxes are underwater. Some guys aren't. We're going to continue with non-competitive pit stops till we get this pit road straightened out. But instead, we ride around for 16 laps.
Are you done yet, Brett?
What the hell are we doing?
I mean, damn.
Well, somebody's got to talk because I know you're not going to.
I, on the other hand,
And Brett wasn't there.
Trust me, I was there in spirit.
I do
He'll
think.
still have something to talk about.
One good thing about the rain was it gave me a chance.
There's nothing good about the rain.
Well, if you would shut up for a second. One good thing about the rain was it gave me a chance to fire up my Dirt Vision app, and I got to watch the Outlaws practice and qualify and then some heat race stuff, which was entertaining because I-55 is a great racetrack.
It is a great racetrack.
Not, you sorry yet? I mean,
I don't know. I'm never sorry. I promise you that.
I do think there's a lot of adjustments. I don't think it was a complete failure. I think there was a lot of adjustments. We could have probably started earlier.
You don't think that was a complete failure?
I think we learned a lot. I mean,
What did they learn?
I would much rather have it that way than go into turn 1 and barrel 15 trucks into each other.
Would we have done
crash.
that?
Have you seen Coda? We do it in the dry. We could do it. We can do it in the wet.
That's a hell of a statement.
I definitely feel like we could. There's the pit road thing. The pit road thing can definitely just stay wet and have competitive stops, or not competitive stops. So
Yeah.
but it definitely feel like we could have went 30 minutes earlier than what we did. But
how do you like the mud flaps?
they're great. I ain't got muddy. So
what the hell's going on with these things? Like, John Hunter just burned his car to the ground.
The track?
The track, everything. Like, He texted me yesterday.
that the second one?
He's like, man, don't kill me about this burnout deal. I was like, man, I loved it. I thought it was great optics. I'm sure that JGR's upset you burned a car to the ground.
I
And Clay
think
Campbell's.
the best was the fact that he had the sponsor that was putting out the fire.
That was pretty.
Any other time the car's on fire, they can't wait to get out. And when they
just,
cause a
rolling
fire,
it
they're
out.
like, "Oh, it's fine. My car's on fire."
I mean, it used to be where the guy would do a burnout. Sometimes there would be a little bit of tire rubber there burning, and it would go out pretty quick. Now we can just engulf these.
I think we just
burn them down.
maybe take those off.
I'm spot on for the fact that we had an opportunity to start the race sooner because we had a wet tire option. I'm spot on for the fact that we did it with it dry. I'm spot on for the fact that we had a second and a half of tire fall off while this tire was on the car. And I almost think we should have run that tire the rest of the
That's what
race
I was thinking.
instead of running the slicks, because it was a better race with the freaking wet tire on, even when it was dry, than when we went to the slicks. And everybody, kind of did what they do there. So the truck series in general, I don't think we need live pit stops anymore in this series.
Hey, I got an
because
idea. Why
what?
don't we just run rain tires in the cup cars all the time?
That'd be fine. That's what I'm saying.
Anything.
We had tire fall off. We had passing. We had some strategy playing out. So, but I don't know that I ever need to see another live pit stop in the truck series. And if you're a tire changer or a jack man or whatever, I'm sorry if that takes money out of your pocket. But at the end of the day, with these races, I don't think we need them.
Yeah, I mean, they literally just had I didn't watch the race in Texas, but I mean, if anybody watched the race in Texas, did it take away from the product on the racetrack that there was no live pit stops out there? And listen, I don't want to see anybody lose their job, but Saturday night or Friday night, the pit road was not fair. It was unfair. There was water running out of the wall to some boxes, not others.
Yeah, there was a lot of water.
Like when you have a situation like that, I mean, we are riding around there for 16 laps trying to dry it off instead of just saying, hey, guys, we're going to come down pit road, non-competitive pit stop. You're off pit two laps and you're back racing again. But a
dry box is definitely better than a wet box.
Well, I don't think I agree with that.
Oh, my God. I'll read one text message and leave you idiots alone for 10 seconds.
I just think it would be easier to put on dry tires in a dry
there's
box.
nothing great about
versus
a long,
wet
narrow,
tires in a wet box.
Nothing worse than a long, narrow, wet pit road. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Oh.
I mean, changing wet tires in a wet box that's hard. You can't. It's not hard if it's dry box with dry tires with 5 nuts.
You mean it's difficult?
5 lug nuts.
Let me get this straight.
It's a lot of math,
We hit
Freddie.
hard
We probably should move on.
Nuts, wet box.
I'm just bringing up
I'm
a
just-
point
all
about
right,
these
we're good.
tires and the boxes
I'm just trying to follow.
and the rubber and the nuts, the lug nuts. Just bringing a point out.
Jesus.
Just asking a biological question, TJ. That's all.
I'm crying.
Hey,
It's just a biological question.
Sam Mayer, huh?
What's the next topic?
This is where Sam Mayer got punched by
Sam Mayer was giving people the finger on that topic.
Oh, is that a dry box? Oh, we're going to get canceled. Thank y'all for listening. It's been a great run.
Yep, here we go again. Some dude, the timeline's going to say, was driving down the highway home from work, almost crashed my car laughing.
I hope we don't cause any accidents. I'd feel bad.
Yeah.
Okay, spot on.
It's innocent questions. That's all I ask.
Spot on, spot off. Sam Mayer gives Ryan Truex.
Oh, God, you can't say that.
Sam.
He gave him the bird.
The dude funny.
Oh, God.
Sam Mayer. I got it.
And you said you want to quit, Brett?
Sam Mayer.